In October 2023, Metropolis organized the City Managers Community and Chengdu Learning Hub, which was hosted by the city of Chengdu and funded by the Metropolitan Area of Barcelona. Participants from 8 different countries took part in various workshops and discussions covering topics such as nature-based solutions, technology, and financing. They also had the opportunity to engage in technical and cultural visits around the city. We asked the participants some questions to gather insights into their experiences in Chengdu.
I think there's an obvious benefit that is learning one from each other, then the opportunity to share and explain what you are doing, and then from the questions that you are getting, reconsidering your own work. For me, there's interest in reflecting on what we are doing right now, and then identifying new opportunities for the future.
Venir ensemble dans un même endroit nous permet vraiment de mieux échanger, d'échanger et pas seulement pendant les présentations ou pendant les sessions de travail, mais également quand on est dans l'autobus, quand on est en train de manger, donc on peut approfondir les questions. Et visiter les sites de Chengdu nous permet aussi de mieux comprendre les projets y les dificultés o las soluciones surtout que han été trouvées.
Yo creo que es muy interesante esta experiencia y ver de forma presente la transformación y las aplicaciones de las soluciones basadas en naturaleza y le permite a uno como una guía hacia el futuro.
The benefit for me is that we all came from different realities, but we face sometimes the same problems. And see how each city is dealing with them makes us think out of the box.
A rede Metrópole de troca de experiências entre cidades é muito rica. A gente aprende muito com as dificuldades, né, das outras cidades e com as soluções também. Y es muy instigante participar de un encuentro como ese.
Pienso que para los managers es una buena experiencia porque aquí hemos visto unas maneras de hacer y unas maneras de desarrollar las medidas basadas en la naturaleza que es muy distinta de la que hacemos nosotros en Europa.
虽然大家背景不同，但是我感觉到我们对城市生活的向往是共通的。大家都知道什么是一个好的城市，什么是大家希望的城市生活。我们都希望有更加多的开场的空间，更加多的公园和绿地，然后更加方便的交通，然后更加丰富多彩的城市活动。我想这些是我们这一群人大家一起追求的目标。
For us, specifically from South Africa, it's benchmarking, knowledge sharing as well as knowledge information, meeting all other countries and getting a clear view on what it is that they do from nature in terms of their solutions, as well as how they address issues of climate change, and also how they look at specific master plans in terms of the buy-ins from an administrative point of view.
For me, it was more the financing part of green projects. Obviously, everyone is moving towards green projects, but the funding element, I believe, is missing, especially for cities like Johannesburg, where we've got a lot of other priorities that our money is going to. So that's what I wanted to learn, financing around these nature-based solutions.
First of all is water. Here it seems that water is everywhere. The other is what's happening with the agricultural land. It seems that they are building on top of the former agricultural, very fertile soil. And then the kind of city they are building, they have the old part, and then they have this huge extension of a new city that is very green. And I can see some things in common, like the eagerness to build green corridors and greenways. One of the learnings, I think it'll be to reflect on the way we are thinking about our own green corridors.
To work with the community and make the technology, not only the new technology, also the ancestral technology. And the most important is to work with the people to convince the governments that these type of solutions are important.
J'ai beaucoup apprécié la présentation de Barcelone sur le traitement de l'eau, l'utilisation de l'eau pour l'agriculture et également on a pu échanger par la suite sur une forêt qui se retrouve à Barcelone en lien avec la présentation que moi j'ai faite sur le Grand Parc de l'Ouest, la propriété privée versus publique des espaces naturels.
What Barcelona spoke about around the public-private partnership in terms of water, we'll definitely take that up. We'll call it in Johannesburg development funds, where whenever you build something, you're supposed to contribute. I think we need to just strengthen that part up in Joburg. Water is a big issue in South Africa, so securing it is definitely a top priority.
I think what I've enjoyed is the site visits, because it's one thing to sit in a boardroom and to look at a presentation, but once you start to visualize certain things, you can start to see your own direct or indirect economic benefits within that area and the impact that specific project would have made in that area.
So for me, the biggest challenge as a city manager is to take our plans and our ideas of the paper and really implement them. And what we are seeing here is this experience. They are having the opportunity of trying things in real life and to test the solutions.
More for green projects, particularly around water, conservation of water, the need to just change the way we do things around the water ecosystem. Number two, also discussing with national government around the public-private partnerships in terms of water provision. And number three, setting up the engagements with Barcelona. We want to go there next year.
I think what is critical, it's one, we can benchmark already. We've started to have arrangements with Barcelona where we can go back into some of the technology that they've presented yesterday on water infrastructure. What is more important is the issue of sustainability. We always need to now ensure that whatever we design in terms of projects, that in itself will have an impact for generations yet to come.
With my team in the government, I think I will show that we are in the right way because we have many things very similar to China. Maybe here it's faster because they have the support of the government and money, but we are in the right way, so we have to keep working.
A experiência em Chengdu está sendo muito rica, muito surpreendente. É um contexto completamente diferente da cidade de São Paulo, mas que também tem seus desafios ecológicos, né, para enfrentar. Y está siendo muito relevante, muito impresionante.
Yo creo que lo que les voy a decir es que las soluciones basadas en naturaleza son necesarias para tener espacios agradables para la comunidad y se puede lograr aún en grandes metrópolis.
The opportunity to meet together with technical experts on nature-based solutions from 8 different cities here in Chengdu reflects the value that we have attached to exchange in Metropolis. City to city, peer-to-peer learning and sharing of solutions and of problems, of obstacles and of shortcuts and of ways of doing things has become the center of the activity of this network of large cities. This is why it's so important that we could come together in Chengdu and participate together in technical visits, learn about this great vision of a park city that inspires the development of Chengdu, and share with everyone's point of views. The visits allowed us to see in practice how this general overall plan for the city becomes a concrete reality in different areas, in new development around Lupu Lake, or in recovered wetland areas, or in the center of the city around the waterfront, basically through the use of solutions that are using nature. And this opportunity allowed us also to go deeper, not only into the reality of Chengdu, but also into how the different experiences from other parts of the world, from Latin America, from Europe, from South Africa, could also be meaningful and learn at the same time from this Chinese experience in Chengdu.